Alright guys, we're going to start making our gaiters today. And the very first thing that you have to do is you have to measure the circumference of your head here. And you're going to use a cloth ruler. Now if you don't have a cloth ruler at home, you can use a piece of yarn, but you need something that's bendable. You can't just use a regular ruler. So if you have somebody that can help you with it, it's great, because what you need to do is put the ruler around the top of the head in the widest part. And we need to measure how wide this is. And you can see that this is 21.5 inches, okay? Now, 21.5 inches, remember that. What I need to do is I need to write down 21.5 inches. Thank you, you're done.
I'm out.
Now we have our 2 sheets of paper from our envelope that I gave you that you picked up from school. We need to slightly overlap these two. Not by much, but just by a little bit. And we need to tape them. So if you remember, we measured, Haley said it was 21.5 inches. So what I need to do is on this piece of paper that I have taped, and you can see I taped it here and here. Then I flipped it over and I taped it here and here, just to make sure that it's taped together really well. So Haley's circumference of her head was 21.5 inches. First thing you have to do is you have to decrease that measurement by 1 inch. So 20.5 inches is actually what we want to measure this out on our paper. So I measured from the edge 20.5 inches. I marked it first at 12, and then I followed it over and I marked it at 20.5 inches. And then I drew a line on my paper that went up. So from here to here is 20.5 inches. Now what I need to do is I need to measure from one end here up 10 inches. So I'm going to measure and mark. And then I'm going to go over here, measure and mark, and go here and measure and mark. And I'm going to draw a line that goes across. So now you can see that I have marked this, drawn with a line all the way across. And so now this is 10 inches by whatever the circumference of your head would be. And now I'm going to take a paper scissors, not a cloth one, but a paper one, and I'm going to cut this out. So now you have your material. Notice that you have a stretchy, very stretchy way, and not so stretchy way. It stretches, but not as much. The really stretchy way is what should go around your head. And so that's this part. We made it 1 inch smaller so that when we put it on, it really holds to our head. It doesn't just fall down. So you're going to put this onto your material. Careful not to stretch it at all. And we cut it so that we were generous to make sure that you weren't going to run out of your material. You're going to need about 6 pins, okay? Start at your corner here. Go down and back up through. I did go through the bottom side. But when I pin, I'm going to make sure that my needles do not extend beyond my pattern piece, because I have to cut this afterwards. So I have to make sure that my needles do not extend. Now as I move over, I'm actually holding my hand down and sliding with my other hand on top of it here. Down and up through, putting 2 in the center, and then 2 more on the other corner. Now I have it all pinned on all sides. And now I'm going to take fabric scissors. These, I know they're same black, but these are my fabric scissors. They haven't cut paper at all. And I'm going to cut along the edge. I'm not going to cut on the material or on the paper itself. I'm going to just simply cut along the edge. Try to do nice even cuts. This can be really difficult if your scissors is not very sharp, so hopefully you do have a good pair of scissors at home. Cut it completely out and stop for today. That's all the farther I want you to go. Tomorrow we're going to work on putting this thing together.